it's Liz Yuille from Old Stables Crafts. Thank you for joining me again today, and today I have another Inspire Create Challenge design for you. So, as you know, every 2 weeks we have a new challenge on a Wednesday morning UK time, and this week we have a sketch, and it's a really easy sketch. It's this. So it's just a band across a piece of card. So I have taken a few liberties with it, just for a change. I'm using the Dress to Impress stamp set and the Best Dressed Designer Series paper. I have got through more of this than I thought I was going to. I honestly didn't think it was going to be my thing, and I was so wrong, because although I'm not a great one for the lipsticks and what have you on the reverse and shoes and things, not really my style, the florals are stunning. So all good. The one I made earlier, as it were, is this one, which uses one of the smaller florals. I've matted this on Blackberry Bliss because that is one of the colours in the suite, and I've taken the line, and rather than having it that way, I've turned it that way, and I've used two of the lipsticks and the perfume bottle as my line, and then on the inside I've got Kindness is Always in Style, which I think at the moment in particular is kind of where I want to be in my life. I've seen some really dreadful things going on, people hoarding and goodness knows what, so I think a bit of kindness is what we now need. Anyway, I have heat embossed my lipsticks and my perfume. This little rhinestone here is from the Petal Pink Rhinestone Gems collection. Not quite the right word, but pack, that's the word. Petal Pink is one of the colours in the suite. I've coloured the perfume Petal Pink as well. And I'm going to be repeating this element again. I will be changing the paper, so let's have a look. So this is the stamp set. I've also got the dies, which I've got on these in the same container. This is the one with the bag in it, so that's always good to know. We've got some lovely splodges which can be used as well, but I am going to be just using these two and the sentiment. So I have a real scrap of paper to use. At least I did have until I buried it under my paper. So this is my scrap. This is an offcut from one of the dies from the Ornate Garden Suite, which is gorgeous, which I showcased on Monday. So let me start by stamping the perfume. As ever, because I'm going to emboss, I'm going to use rather too much embossing buddy, apparently, and Versamark ink, and just stamp that in Versamark and remove, and I might get rid of some of the excess bits of card, and then dabble this in my gold embossing powder. And there we go. I'm going to stamp the lipstick as well so that I can heat emboss both at the same time. And I'm just using literally a scrap for the lipstick. This is an offcut from cutting card bases. Actually matte, but same difference. So I've got my lipstick mounted up, and again just stamp that down and dabble. And there we go. So let's get out my trusty cheese board and my heat gun. Do remember, if you're in the UK and you want to purchase anything from me, you can do that by following the link either below in the description bar or on my website, which is also linked in the description bar. It is because people buy from me that I'm able to bring you videos. If I didn't have the sales from people purchasing, I wouldn't be able to bring you as many videos. So it's just a nice way of saying thank you. And I would obviously appreciate your business. So I've got this nice and hot. And oh, alchemy, I love it. So that's that one, and then let's bring in the lipstick. Turn off my heat tool and pop that away, and there we go. So I am using a slightly strange selection of colours, but it will all become clear. So let's do the perfume first. Now do remember that although I only sell in the UK, if you want to join Stampin' Up, I can welcome you to my team if you are in France, Germany, Austria or the Netherlands, or of course the UK. We do already have Sparkling Sunflower team in Europe, so you would not be alone. I'm using both of the Petal Pinks, so the Petal Pink combo of blends, and I'm just doing the bottom of the bottle in dark Petal Pink, and then I shall have some light Petal Pink at the top, just as a sort of transition. So that's the dark and then the light. Now do remember that until the end of March you can have an additional free stamp set plus the mini cutter and the designer series paper stack as part of your starter kit, so don't miss out. Get it while it's still available. So that's the perfume bottle. The lipstick I'm doing in Blackberry Bliss combo. I did try in black and it was just too dark. I was thinking kind of expensive brands. One that is a certain number 5, which I seem to remember comes in black for the lipstick, but there are other black lipstick houses as, oops, that wasn't very clever, but it'll be fine. Yes, going over the edge is not a great idea. And then there, and then I haven't quite got up to the edge of the embossing, and then the light Blackberry Bliss on the next bit up. You don't have to do the other colour. You could have it dark Blackberry Bliss on both, but I quite like having a slightly lighter shade. And then dark Daffodil Delight. Daffodil Delight is one of the colours in the paper, as is Blackberry Bliss. I will read the colours in a moment. So Daffodil Delight, and we are going to do something to the Daffodil Delight. And then, of course, lovely lipstick for the lipstick. How could I use any other colour? Now, if you discover or find that when you touch the embossing, once you've heat embossed it, if you touch it with the alcohol marker and it goes a bit matte, all you have to do is reheat. Just be a little careful, because reheating gold in particular can end up making it a bit dull. So don't overheat it is what I'm trying to say, but just reheating it a little bit will bring the shine back up. Now I'm going to take my champagne mist, give it a good old shake. I'm nearly finished of this bottle. I have a second bottle because I use this a lot, and I've just got an aqua marker, and I'm just going to take off any excess water and just pick up a little bit of the champagne mist and paint it over the Daffodil Delight so that it looks more gold. I did try Wink of Stella, but it didn't have quite as much sparkle. So, and it was a bit grey, where the champagne seems to work. I haven't tried the Frost White, but I think that may have too much of the white in it. The champagne I think of as almost a neutral or a clear. So those are our two. Let me see if I can pick this up in the light. Yes, I can. Can you see that shine? Now, okay, partly it's because it's still a bit damp, but I have already prepared some of these, so we don't have to worry about. Let me show you this one. Hopefully you'll be able to see. There we go, nice and shiny. So I've already die cut those just to speed things up a bit. So I've got a Blackberry Bliss matte and a piece of the Designer Series paper as the next matte. The measurements are always on my website. Just follow the link and then go to the bottom of the post and you will see the dimensions, and that's both in International A4, which is what I use, and also in North American letter. So, and I do inches and metric for Imperial, because I'm an inches girl, but I do provide the metric as well. So let's pop this on there. I do find that if you're using the liquid adhesive, if you put the adhesive on the card and then the paper on top, you're less likely to get wibbly wobblies on your card. I'm going to use a card blank of Petal Pink, which I will bring in properly in a moment, but in the meantime, let me stamp my sentiment on a Whisper White piece of liner. And I'm using Lovely Lipstick again because it kind of seemed right. So kindness is always in style. And hopefully we will remember that next time we want to go shopping. And, right, we can put it all together. So, Petal Pink, this is cut in half, scored in the middle. I've cut it long and thin because it makes more sense from a photography point of view. But you can do it short and fat. It's the same basic measurement. You just cut it in half that way and score it that way. But I just like I like it tent folded from a photography point of view. It just makes it a little bit easier. So let me pop that down. And again, the standard Whisper White is a little bit prone to wibbling if you put liquid adhesive on it. So again, I've put it on the card base and then just add adhesive to the outside of my mat. Pop that down. And then I need some mini dimensionals, which I had mere moments ago. I did. Don't you love it? You put something down for 30 seconds and you can't find it again. I can find big dimensionals. Oh, and now I can find the little ones. They were under the big ones. Okay, so moving swiftly on. I'm only going to put a dimensional at the top of everything because I'm going to be layering everything up, but I don't want it to be too deep. So actually I'll put that one there, I think. So what I mean is, if I bring back in my original, the bottoms are stuck to the card and then it's just these bits that are raised up. So that's what I'm going to be doing again. It just means it's more likely to go through the mail as standard rather than large letter. And it's just a bit different. So, didn't actually want to remove the backing of of the dimensional just yet, but never mind, I did. Going to just be brave, because this needs to go down first, then that, and then again and you need the smallest piece of adhesive. Actually, I might go that way. Yes, you only need a small bit of liquid glue. Right, now let me grab my take your pick and one of these, and they fit quite nicely on the neck of the perfume bottle. Just there. And that is my next version. So quite a different feel. This one obviously is very much busier. But yeah, let me know which one you prefer, the petal pink or the flowery one. Do have a look at taking part in the challenge. It's, as I say, it's a really easy challenge. It's just a line. Quite a lot of us have taken the line not completely literally. Some have taken it literally, but quite a lot of us haven't. But do have a go. It would be great to see lots of entries, particularly during these times where actually staying at home and crafting, not a bad idea. Anyway, I hope you are keeping well. Keep safe, and I look forward to seeing you again very soon. If you've enjoyed this, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing by clicking the button. Thank you very much, and I will see you again very soon. Bye!